Good day, everyone. What Fernando's leaning up against is a not completed. This is going to be the new table. This is going to, obviously there's a piece that goes here that isn't here yet. And this is going to replace this. So this is going bye-bye. And the reason for that is, hey, you forgot his amplifier. The reason for that is we have a CNC machine that's coming and it's going to go right here. This is going to be the table for it. This is going to be cut off of this, and this will be on its own little roll around thing, so it'll probably still roll up to here. The other thing too is the amp dyno is going to get put into a new home, and the charger will get a new home too. So these are getting new homes. But this will go here, and it's all on wheels, which is cool. So we'll be able to roll around and clean underneath it and do all those fun things. But that's this. But for those of you who caught the live show last night, we were talking about this Chevy Silverado 2500 HD that is in the shop today. It's getting a heck of a system, really. And we're moving along, and so we didn't get a chance yesterday to come on, so like most of the cars put back together, but we can kind of talk about some of the high points. And let's go into the back and we'll talk about integration. So this is a Bose system. So even though this is a 2025, it's built using the previous generation Amp Pro. So this is an Amp Pro 71. So the new ones are going to be 81. So like the 1500s will be the 81. This is a 71. And the Bose amp was here. You just saw it sitting on the table. And so toss link out, going over to the amplifiers and bracket, put it in place. Sorry. Bobby says, Dean, question, do you use white grease pencils for ABS amp racks on the smooth side? Yes, we do. So I draw everything on it backwards and then cut it and then flip it over. So so when you're drawing on that, so you take all the measurements, and then what he's asking is we use these little white craft pencils, and ABS has a rough side and a smooth side. And so what we'll do is we'll draw everything in reverse of the measurements that we've taken on this side. We'll do whatever modifications to this we have, so when we flip it over, it's the right direction. But yes, that's how we do that for the ABS. Okay, so anyways, Amp Pro GM71, toss link out. And that is going to this, which is the Blackbird, which is here, and the Nighthawk, which is here. So all 8 channels of this are power and speakers in the car, which we'll talk about those in a second. And then 10, 11, and 12 come out and they go into the Nighthawk. And the Nighthawk is powering the, can I get this up? Audio control, 210s box. Now, we had originally taken out like this and the jack, but we can put those back in, so we'll be doing that after this. This is the fiberglass enclosure. It's ported behind the seat there. It does come with the cool plug, XT90 plug in it, so we can just plug ours right in. It's all good. We don't have to do anything. And that's pretty sweet. Ports on the other side of that, and then the woofers all sit on one side of the box. So I believe they sit, they're vented out the back here, so they sit here and come out this way. This is flush up against the floor on this side, which is pretty cool. Made our own plug for this, remote in, remote out, because the Amp Pros have remote out, which is great, but it doesn't work like a normal remote turn on. So keep in mind, this is not an aftermarket radio, it's a factory radio, so it's going to act like factory radios. And a lot of people get freaked out about this because the remote turn on outputs from Amp Pros are controlled by the factory system. And your factory system typically does not work off of the key. It works off of proximity, meaning when you come up to it, you know, if you have a car that unlocks the doors, when it does that, it automatically starts waking up the car. Or when you hit unlock, that will automatically start waking up the car and booting processes up. And one of those to get booted up is the radio, because it wants to, you know, you want music right now. Because of that, we have people get a little nervous sometimes because they'll come out and all of a sudden their stereo will be on. And it's like, oh my God, what happened? Why is it on? It's going to kill my battery. It's like, no, relax. It's only on for seconds and then it'll go away. And the nice thing about modern amplifiers like these ARCs is that they actually, just when they turn on, the only thing that turns on is the light. The actual amplifier isn't doing anything yet. It's in idle mode. And idle mode on most amplifiers is absolutely nothing. They don't actually do anything until they see current come in over the rails, and then they'll do their thing and start drawing a bunch of current and doing all the fun things. Not that these do that. But which CNC did you get? What design software do you recommend? We got the VCarve Pro. They have their own software. I haven't taken a look at it yet. But we'll all take a look at it here shortly enough. As soon as it shows up, we'll go deep dive into that and see what it does. Anyways, so back to this. The nice thing about this, even though it's a 2-channel amp, it can do something that most 2-channel amps can't do. So most 2-channel amps are going to be 4 ohm mono if you bridge it, and 2 ohm stereo. This amplifier is actually 1 ohm stereo. So you can, if you're running left and right speakers, you can connect it down to 1 ohm, and it'll do 2 ohm bridged, which is perfect because the audio control box is 2 ohm. So we can just hook this right up to it, give us all its power, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now, how you do that is there is a switch located here on the side, and you have to make sure you flick that to correspond to what you're planning on doing with it. So that's the only caveat. All right, now for speakers, he went Focal Flax. Do all your drawing in Fusion and transfer it to VCarve. Get used to Fusion better. I'm not a Fusion guy. I'm like, yeah, I know. Just.
How do you do that, Dean?
What?
Explain to people.
I don't like Fusion.
He's Dean's against the machine.
Yeah, as Sage calls me, Dean's against the machine. I'm trying to do as much as I can without using Fusion, and I'm actually pretty good at it. So, anyways, let's keep going. So in the doors here, we have Focal Flax coaxials, and you know it's funny. It's really tight mesh on here. So unlike the Ford, where we could see into it, you definitely can't see anything happening inside of this, which is kind of a bummer. But so we have the 6-inch coaxials here. This has the 6-inch mid bass. There again, perfectly invisible. It's going right. It's down here in this area, and then up in the dash, we had to modify the dash to get the 3-inch, because it's normally a 2 and like 2.5. Modify the dash to get the 3-inch in there, and that takes us to the first point of not using Fusion. So where did the other here it is. So we had a few things that we had to look at, and the first one was we've made tweeter pods for this factory speaker before, but this is a much bigger speaker. Do you know where did you put the speakers? The factory speakers.
Oh, right here.
Can you grab me the 2-inch? It's inside of the 6x9, 6.5.
It's inside?
If you lift the 2 up, they were inside. There you go. All right, so this is the factory speaker here. Metra does make plugs for this, so you can just get the plug. And so what you're looking at is this and this. So we've traced this and we know what it looked like and we're good there, and we put a tweeter in this location before. It's like, whatever. But this speaker, as you can see, is substantially bigger, and it's off center because it needs to move like a quarter of an inch in order for it to fit where this is at. So we make it out of cardboard first and get an idea of what we want it to do. And the reason why we do this is, for one, it gives us a template so we know how much material we have to remove from the factory. And two, we can kind of get an idea of how we are going to set this up. Is the speaker going to come in from the top? Is this going to sit on the top like this? And what we ended up doing is this one, which is where it sat on top. So it sits on top like this, and the screws come in from here and it bolts down into place. And this is a little bit thicker than we wanted it. And so the next step was to make it out of something thinner. And that, unfortunately, the little bit of thinness that this had to it would cause it to crack here on the seams. And so then it was like, okay, well, we already have the mask, so let's take it over and we'll 3D print it. There again, no fusion. And once we had this, I came up with another idea, which was to make a third piece that goes on top of this that actually is the size of this opening and is centered in the appropriate spot. So, which I don't have an example of. So there was a third piece that went on top of this that centered it up, made this a little thicker, which it actually worked out. We had some room. And now the speaker screws into place, and the opening is the same, is right here. And that we were able to just put a piece of foam in and it went in perfect. As opposed to if we would have gone with this, the hole, there would have been too much material. So for that, you can actually grab me a light, please. So for that one, if we do, we can see the focal, that brown cone of the focal in there, centered up in the location that it needed to be. There we go. There's a better. You don't see nothing? Well, you can see the dust cap, man.
Nothing.
Anyways, so we got that in there. Lots of little pieces. All right, so then the next step after that, and this was all, like I said, we're on a clock on this one. So the next step after that was the tweeter. Now Dodge, GM, Chevy, GMC, Chevy, all those guys, they don't believe in a three-way set, except for now in the 2025 Sierra 1500, they have a premium Bose that they do have a tweeter in the A-pillar, because they figured out that the 2.5 inch suck. So we kind of been working on a solution for that here, and we came up with this. So this is our tweeter pod. So everything in this truck is this shiny piano finish and like this faded. So we went with a two-tone, so you have the high gloss and then the flat black little Focal logo here on the side, the grill, and so mounted up behind that, there you go, that's better, is the flax tweeter, and of course it's contoured to fit, which is pretty cool, and then it just snaps right into place and all is good. I love the tweeter mounts. Just wanted to know how big of a tweeter can you get to fit in the location. By the way, thank you. Looking for solutions for GM. Actually, with that particular, the way we did this, you can fit any size tweeter you want. There's actually a ton of room in there. It's the technique that allows you to put any size you want in that location. So the front part is actually just the grill that is part of the car now, and the tweeter attaches to it, but in a manner, like, we put a lot of thought into this, and trying to make it as streamlined as possible. So if you, here's the sample we made a couple weeks ago, just to get an idea. And this one we color matched as close as we could, but as you can see, it's designed to, it fits right in there. And this isn't 3D printed, it's acrylic. And on the back side, this is where really the fun of it comes, is that you have these two mounting locations here, which also are holding it in, and then there's 3 screws that go here, so there's 5 screws total. And this opening is, this outside opening here is 1 3/4. This is like 1 1/2, I want to say. So I mean, you could go as big as you want, but with this, we can put almost any size tweeter behind here with a mount screwed into place. If we needed to, we could always switch to these outside holes. But we were looking at the old K2, the bigger tweeter, for diameter of the opening. So if we centered that up right there, we knew we could have the center of the tweeter in there. So yeah, it's pretty sweet. Now, of course, the hard part is, how did you guys do it? That's gonna have to be a video at some point. I'm still trying to figure it out. So the Morel Hybrid 3-ways will now be an option. Yeah, for sure. As long as it's a 3.5. It has to be a 3.5. I don't remember what the hybrids were. As long as it's a 3.5, not
3.5.
Yeah, as long as it's 3.5.
I think they come with a dome tweeter.
Oh yeah, that'll work. Yeah. So
The dome mid-range. I'm sorry.
Either way, as long as the diameter of it is a 3.5, we can fit any tweeter we want. We can do anything we want there. So yeah. But anyways, so tweeter's now in. Fernando got the battery done, so let's take a look at that. That's always fun. He was working on this with a step stool, so nice little GM mount. Easy to get to, easy to service. And that's essentially it. Did some basic roadkill, basic brackets, some, our simple sound treatment, not like last week where we did the full baked potato. This one was a lot easier. But yeah, I got here at like 6:50 this morning to get these going, because I knew they were going to take a lot. So we got about 5 hours in them, 4.5 hours, because I just finished them before we went on here. So they do take a minute, but they look really cool. And we didn't have to paint them. If we would have had to paint them, then we probably would have be tomorrow sometime, because the painting is a pain in the ass. But luckily for this truck had that high gloss, and that high gloss looks really cool. Yeah. So yeah, looks nice.
What
next
amplifiers are going in this?
So it has the Arc Audio, Blackbird, and Nighthawk, which is cool. What would you suggest for upgrades to? Well, all right. So the Kenwood KW 6006 DSP is an AR iData amplifier. The Blackbird that I just showed you is the same thing. So you can unplug the Kenwood and plug in the Blackbird. That would be, because it's the harness for the amplifiers would be different, but the AR and all those connection points, those are the same. So that makes life easy there. So on this amplifier, if you look at this little white connection right here, there's where your AR plugs in. So you could upgrade from your Kenwood to this, and now you have, this is an 8 to 12. So this is 8 channels of power and 12 channels of DSP. Now, if you're going, okay, that's cool, but I don't know if I want to go that crazy. No problem. So then I'd say, hey, no big deal. Same DSP, but you can go with this guy, which is the Arc Audio X2 808. This is 8 channels of DSP, 12 channels. It's more or less the same configuration. There's a little less power. It's more in line with what you have with the Kenwood. Almost the same size as the Kenwood. And also, this is an AR. So when I grab the right side, which is this little white plug right here. There's your AR plug. So you can keep your AR, and it has all your inputs. Now, if you're like, no man, I want to go boss level, we got an amp for that too. So new is this guy. This is the Arc Audio Falcon. Oh boy. And this is a 12 channel DSP amplifier. So this has 12 channels of audio and 16 channels of DSP. So it's a 16 channel DSP, 12 channels of power built into it. And this is also iData compatible. So if we open this guy up, there again, right there, there's your iData connection. And so now you have 12 channels of power. So you can get all kinds of configurations. Bridging, you can bridge every channel. You can run them at 2 ohm, 4 ohm, stereo. You can do all kinds. So you can do a full system off of this. And there again, same software on all the DSP amplifiers. So now, if you're like, I don't know if I want to do a DSP amplifier again, because I don't want to get stuck with an amplifier, which you wouldn't. But if you did, no problem. All of the Arc Audio DSPs have the little white plug, and they're all iData compatible. So you have 4 DSPs to choose from that are standalone. So if you want to go with all outboard amplifiers, you have the PSM Pro, you have the PS 6 to 8, you have the PS Pro, which is an 8 to 8, and then you have the 12 channel and the 16 channel. So 8 to 12, 8 to 16. So there's tons of stuff. Or if you're, wanting to go the other way, you still have a DSR-1. I had to replace the stock radio in my 24 Wrangler project. Ooh, it was giving a crazy hissing sound. Have you had any issues with the new Jeep radios? Fortunately, no. Thank God. No, no. Yeah. I know other people have, but we have been lucky enough to not have any issues. Dean, are you going to mount the Falcon in the trunk or under the seat? It's going to go in the trunk somewhere. It's probably just going to sit in the trunk for right now, because I just want to get it in there. Doesn't mean it's going to stay, but at this point, I need something. I'm using AR for remote turn on. Not does that matter? No. If there again, so the remote turn on for the Kenwood amplifier was done through AR. That was because they didn't design it properly. None of the Arc Audio stuff is going to work that way. So, like, you can throw the AR away. They actually have remote turn on in. But that was because people wanted to use the amplifier as a standalone amplifier in a non-AR situation, which AR is like an Amp Pro for those of you guys that don't know what we're talking about. So it's basically an Amp Pro, but instead of having a preamp section, it just talks to an amplifier and uses the amplifier's preamp section. But with that amplifier, there was no remote turn on, so you'd have to use the AR to get a remote turn on and turn the amplifier on. It's kind of silly, but that's why. Okay. Arc Audio has a nice 3x30 amp power supply to their amps regardless of power output. Yeah. I definitely want the DSP amp. Well, there you go. What's up, Jeff? Greetings. Hey. I data work with a 2025 Ram F-150 giant screen. Nothing works with a 2025 Dodge yet. Nothing. It's a whole new everything Dodge is new for 2025. So nobody has anything yet. Kind of sucks. But yeah. Nope. That was the fun that Cabe ran into. But yeah. Are you going to use the Falcon to the stock speakers, or are you upgrading them? At this point, let's not get greedy, Bobby. Let's just get it in there, and we'll kind of see what happens. I have a ton of speakers to use. At some point, we'll get them in there. There again, this is all hinged on the fact that JVC sends me their radio to put in. Without that, it all falls flat. So we're just waiting for that, and then we'll do everything else. 2025 or 2005 Jera XJ with factory navigation. Any way to add Bluetooth to factory system? God, you know, if you'd have asked me back in 2010, I might have known the answer to that.
Maybe check RDBFL. Maybe they.
Yeah, there's not for 2005.
No.
So 2005, it would have been a changer port to auxiliary.
Mm-hmm.
So if it had, if you want to get all crazy on it, I know, right? The system in the Mustang. What are the odds? If it has a CD changer in it, okay, it's an Alpine CD changer, and there would be inside of the cable, you could cut it open and solder in RCAs and put in your own Bluetooth, which would be like a real pain in the ass. But outside of that, I don't know if anybody, Parrot, Nav TV, I don't know. Good call. Yes, has a CD changer. There used to be an adapter, but I don't know, that was 20 years ago. So factory Alpine, yeah. So inside of that factory Alpine, there's going to be a left and right signal that you would have to grab. It's 20 years ago, man. But there used to be a harness for that to allow you to add an aux input into it. So you might be able to find one. Just put aux, don't put Bluetooth, put aux, search for an aux input, because that's what would have been available back then. Bluetooth wouldn't have been available back then. Or an iPod, that would be another one. Have you got any installs with the basic black, inexpensive Stinger amplifiers? No. Paul sells them, but we really don't get a lot of those. We don't get those in the install bay. I mean, we just don't get those in the install bay. It's kind of weird. Not really. Okay. So we saw all these. Oh, we also got another box here that came in this week that I can't grab. And which I'm pretty excited about. Hopefully we'll get these in the cars soon enough. But look at this. Mic 1s. Woo, yay. Got a whole bunch of Mic 1s to try out. So next week we'll get one of these into Fernando's car, and we'll show you guys how the install goes. So look forward to that. It's pretty cool. And then hopefully they'll start shipping to everybody else soon enough. That'll be great. Hey, Fernando.
Yes, sir.
Who's this show brought to us by?
By RDV. No, not RDV. I was checking RDV.
I was gonna say Rich would be happy, but no.
Yeah. No, check MorelHiFi.com. They don't sell no mics, they don't sell DSPs, but they sell really nice
speakers,
amplifiers, Class AB,
sound treatment.
They have sound treatment. I love that sound treatment, to be honest.
That's what you have in your car.
That's what I have in my car. Check it out. Sound treatment. They have the foam, the ring foam that goes around the speaker. It's nice. I haven't put it up, but it's fantastic. MorelHiFi.com.
Very good. Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yeah.
Good job. All right, guys. We'll see you on the next one. No, we didn't get a new creeper yet. Bye.
Really? They do look pretty comfy.
Gloves.
Foot gloves. Yeah, I'm gonna climb up this brick wall next.
You want to use this for climbing?
No.
No?
No. Definitely don't want to use them for climbing. I mean, if you want to fall. But
So they can get the
Yeah, probably break your toes.
You probably even use those at the lake. What? I hate at the lake. I hate the way my feet feel in the dirt.
Yeah.
Just go to the $5 store and buy their shoes for $5. They're way cheaper. Do the same thing, huh?
Water shoes.
Yeah. There's way. Yeah. These probably cost more than those.
How much are those?
$170. Yeah, they're stupid.
It's like a set of Jordans. How many do you have?
All of them. All of them.
How many do you have? Yes.
Exactly.
Like, how much is all of them? Like, what do you think? How many?
Pairs?
Yeah.
Oh, 30 or more.
Jesus.
They don't take up a lot of space.
That's cool. At least they probably all look super clean. You wear special socks too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Socks
you
like
have
that?
to.
Yes. Yeah. Suck. Yeah.
Check it out. I mean, just saying. It's so weird. In the airport, people are like,
What the?
damn, that's sick. Is that little foot condom?
So these are my Sully socks.
You're fucking funny, bro. It's pretty sick, dude. Yeah, man, it looks comfy as fuck. It looks like little snug little socks.
All right, let's get the shoe back here. Hold that.
Dude, every time, in freaking in the airport, in the TSA, people were like,
Dude, I had to take them off yesterday because it made me go through the metal detector and pop my watch. Took off your shoes. I'm like,
dude, what the fuck do you think I'm hiding from here?
like, yeah, you got it. I mean,
Why don't you just tell them they're prosthetics?
yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
Yeah, these aren't really.
They're prosthetics, bro.
Yeah.
Have you dropped anything on your
Oh yeah. We'll tell broken foot stories later.
Oh, shut up. You broken your foot with those?
Oh yeah. Because your foot goes. The best part about it is though, you don't have to change your shoes because it holds your toe right where it needs to be.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
It's built in.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
See, my thing is, I'll forget that I'm wearing shoes like that. I'll get pissed off and kick a boxer. Why is this in my way?
Subwoofer bus. That was just a subwoofer?
No, it was. I don't remember what it was. Something in the old. It might. It was in the old stockroom though. When you came in the back door and you turned the corner. It's funny too. He was out of town.
Yeah.
Fernando was out of town, and Ernie Hartman was filling in for him. And he's apparently real squeamish. So I did it at like, I don't know, lunchtime. And so at the end of the day, we're all sitting like this. And I go, man, I should see what I did. I took my foot, took it out of the shoe. It's just black.
Oh.
And he goes, holy sh! Oh my God! He's like, what are you still doing here? I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, dude, your toes are broken. I was like, yeah, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. It was like, oh, it was so funny. Oh, anyways. Okay. I'm going to go show everyone your store if that's okay. Okay. These are the guys, by the way. If you hadn't figured it out, where it sounds good. Yeah. Yeah. Sounds good stereo. Hey guys, we are in Tennessee. We're at Sounds Good. There's Fernando right there. That was Sage and the boys. We always say Sage and the boys. Those were the boys. Sage and the boys. So anyways, we're here at Sounds Good doing some work. And I'm going to go in and grab my other glasses so I can see because these are the wrong ones. But anyways, yeah. We're going to head inside and show you guys around. And that's what it's going to be. All right, you can turn this around. All right, so this is a showroom, but they don't really need a showroom because 90% of what they do is mail order. So if you haven't been to soundsgoodstereo.com, definitely want to check it out. And we're going to show you what they have, and the level in which they do it is insane. But
I don't know, but like this is probably the best, coolest thing.
Well, that is
right
the
here.
coolest thing.
The coolest thing.
Yeah,
right
it's because I made it. So we're here because we're filming some videos for them, and this is one of the vehicles we were working on, filming. We're physically not doing any work, which is nice. But we have all our stuff, and these are what I want. Okay, so let's kind of take a look here. There's Sage again. All right, so this is production packaging where a lot of the stuff gets manufactured. So we'll kind of start over here. This is a production table. This is the box that is getting ready to go into this. So this is 6 of the new 1087, these guys, subwoofers that come in their enclosures. These are 6 inches. Here's a whole pallet of them here. So this is production. So these are going to find a home. And these boxes here, so for those of you guys that have the F-150 and you want the behind the seat box, this is it. This is, of course, it would go like this behind your seat. And all of these are enclosures that those subs are going to go into to go out to people that have ordered them. These are their kicker products. So the nice thing is when you buy a Sounds Good system, everything is done. Okay, so what I mean by that is everything is flashed, everything is EQ'd. You just plug it in. They design everything to just be put in the car. You don't have to run the software after you're done. Okay, so like you don't even have to mount the speakers in the brackets. They come shipped, mounted in their brackets, attached, and all set and ready to go. And everything in here is designed to make that happen. So here's some plugs for the dash of a Bronco. When you order, that'll plug right in. Here's some more Molex plugs. So even when you buy one of these, sorry, these are all, I don't know, so anyways. So these are already pre-tuned keys to drop right into a specific application. So that's a BO system. So when you order your sub, you get your sub box, these will come already set. You're not even using the harnesses that come in the box with these things. They make all of their own harnesses, so it just plugs into your car. You don't have to run anything. And what I mean by that is, check this out. So here is a Moscone system with the up added on. So this, what I mean by that is this is for a BO system. If you want to retain the surround speakers, this is the surround amp for it. But this is how it comes. Here's all the ends all set and ready to plug into the harnesses that they're going to supply you with. This is designed to plug right into the A to B system. More harnesses here to go off to the subwoofers, but everything is made just to go in. So here's the plugs. These are the wires you will run. And then like here in the front of the car, you have your A pillars. So these will come pre-wired. All you have to do is plug them in. They have a, yeah. So here's the 2 lasers that cut out all the laser You okay? Yeah. Don't worry about that. Yeah. So here's some more speakers all set, ready to get out. This is a production area here. So when the order comes in, he'll grab the amp rack. We have screws, we have connectors. Everything is right here. Everything is convenient bins. These bins are all for harnesses. So like, for example, here's a pre-made harness.
Key lock. And
this is for a key lock that allow it to just plug in into whatever vehicle it needs. And so there's no soldering behind the, like it's all just, everything is plugged in. It's pretty fantastic.
So even when you buy.
Yeah. I already, yeah. All set and ready to go.
Sure, ready to go. Yeah.
So like that was a Moscone system. Obviously they do a lot of kicker. I think they do JL. So let's head back into room 2. This is level 2. They're a huge black hole dealer. So we have a ton of that here that goes out. More bins. There's bins everywhere with these QR codes so they can get the parts that they need to build things. These are all set, ready to go out. So these are full systems that are already preset and pre-tuned for the vehicles they're going in. These are production pieces that aren't finished yet. So there's like the little tabby right there. So these will go through and they'll get routed and all of that will come off. Here's amp racks that they're working on today. He's actually building these today. They don't have the cool 1087 logos in them. So they go from this rack here over to this finished rack here where everything gets done and assembled. And he's been working on these all day. So they have the 1087 in there, 1087 in here. And so each one of these is waiting to be packaged. What I mean by packaging is we'll take you over, that's that machine. And so we'll take you over here. Here's your boxes. But here's the packaged version of it. So when you order your block off plates, your amp racks, whatever, everything comes in this. And then they all have these. And these are your screw bins, connector bins, anything that is small and could get lost goes into one of these containers here. And each one of these is unique to this. So, pardon me, as you'll see, here's one here. There's another one here. And then of course it tells you right here, this is a Corvette door plate. This is the Chevy. You can come down here and here's speaker rings. So here's some more speaker rings here. Custom speaker rings is for a Corvette for sure. And then we have Camrys. So here's your Camrys. These are cool. These things are thick, boy. That is one piece. So when you order something, it all comes through out of one of these bins, and they're all done really, like, this is insane. Like look at this. Like, how cool is that? So you don't have to worry about anything getting screwed up in shipping or anything like that. And here's more connectors. So here's some of those connectors we're talking about that they have made to go into, or have made, or are made here. They're just designed to plug in, so you don't have to do anything other than plug the thing in. This is one of a couple shipping stations. And then here's another shipping station. Here's more parts and some foam. And this is another, so they do assembly and shipping here. And what's cool is like this. So you see there's screws here. Here's a tin. And like, obviously if you had to sit here and count out 100 screws, that would suck. But they know how much 100 screws weigh, so they can weigh the screws and you get 100. Pretty cool. These are their speaker brackets. So when this is acrylic. When you order a set of speaker brackets, they're all hung here on this wall, right, lefts, and different diameters. So depending on what diameter, this is obviously for a Focal, because you can tell that little nipple right there. But you can order them in any size. So if you need something small, you order by that diameter of what you're trying to install. So there's a ton of them. There is a ton of them. There's more over here. And then we'll come into this. This is going to be loud. So this is production. So this is the last room. This is room 3. And inside here, we have, this is where all the black plastic is made. So we got the CNC cutting out whatever it's doing here. This is 1 inch thick HDPE playground material. It's got this cool ABS texture to it, but it's not ABS. It's really nice, very heavy, so heavy. Router stations, saw. Here are the new 6.5 enclosures. They've been working on those, so these are all getting fuzzed up today. This will be where the 1087 logo is ported. 2 6s. This is behind the side of an F-150. This is a scrap. So the scrap in there actually just got unloaded, and it was all the way up to the top there. So it was up to here. The guy just came and took it all away. But back in shipping. So this is where all the goodness happens. This is probably like one of the coolest, like, these are funny. They didn't put those there, the previous owner did. Apparently this is where you could drink wine and paint wood, and they just left them up because it's a pain in the butt. But everything here is done on purpose. Like, everything is efficient, everything is awesome.
Very efficient.
It's ridiculous how easy their stuff is to just Yeah,
Crazy.
It's so cool. I'm a tad jealous, not gonna lie. But they take everything to the crazy level here of just making sure that it perfectly fits. And so, okay, so one of the questions that I asked was, all right, so the stuff all comes pre-tuned, right? A lot of the stuff, and I'll explain how that happens. Cool facility, well thought out. Okay, oh, it is. It's fantastic. Hey, here's another Honda. All right, so let's go into the parking lot for a second. And so F-150 BO Unleashed system, factory here. So this is one of their test vehicles. F-150 previous generation BO system. This is another one of their test vehicles. Where'd it go? Oh, way over there is a GMC test vehicle. And then next to that is, next to the GMC over there, there it is. There's the cool little Honda. It doesn't stay there, it's just parked there right now. Future product. This will make all the kids happy. I think it's just because they're probably, I don't know, isn't white trucks cheaper? I thought. I don't know. Anyways, so all of the systems go through and are installed into one of the platform vehicles. Let's go through here quietly first. So all the systems go through and are tested in one of those vehicles before they go out to you. That is, unless you're like this gentleman here with this Raptor R that shipped his vehicle to them for them to do the installation here, which you can do. You can ship your vehicle here, and they'll do it for you. Yeah.
You have that option.
You have that option. You do have that option. Is the amp rack still in here? Ooh, can't hear. Look at this amp rack. Look at that. Ooh. Moscone Pro. I'm a tad jealous, right? Aren't you? Right? I mean, don't you want this in your F-150? I know you do. I wish it was still in clear order so my truck could be a Dean and Fernando test vehicle. I think your truck was a Dean and Fernando test vehicle. It tested out awesome.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Many vehicles.
Yeah. Iowa Mike was Iowa Mike.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
See, does this system look familiar, Mike? This is what we did in your truck. Yeah, put these two Moscone ones in there. So that's the upgrade, which is the Moscone Pros. Now, the cool thing is like if you just wanted to, not you, Mike, you're going to come see us, but do I hear a truck in Dean's future? No, you hear a Mustang in Dean's future. But if you wanted to order that, it'll come just like this, ready to plug right into your car, or you can ship your car here and they'll do it for you, which is cool. Dean, you do your stage impression. You all are stupid. Hey guys, welcome to Sounds Good Stereo. I hate this. My burrito is crap for lunch. They put ground beef instead of steak on it. It was disgusting. Right? Yes. My burrito is crap.
Yeah, I had an Alpo quesadilla.
I had an Alpo quesadilla, and now I have to make a run for the border. Almost like Elvis. I'd have to get him to say hunka hunka burning love, but yeah. And they have their own coffee bar here, just in case. Yes, they have a coffee bar, and they have a barista. So here's the barista.
How you guys doing?
Pretty good. Look at that.
What are we? Cuban coffee. Oh, look at that. It's pouring in right now.
Look at that. There you go. Ooh.
Well, this is the secret sauce to this.
Sure.
So now you whip it up. This is where all the energy comes from in this thing.
Okay. That's the cocaine. This is our mess, so pay no attention to that mess. Here's some boxes with the 6.5s already in them. Dean, did you design your box with Sage? No, Sage is going to design it for me. He's already done it. I don't have to do anything. And the other good news is that the JVC showed up while we were away from the install bay. So my 8-inch touchscreen and Fernando's new 10-inch float showed up. So we have new radios to go into the cars when we get back. So we get to film all those, which is pretty fun. Love it. What? What are we doing?
Just made a
mount for the Zen? Very nice. It's got a lot of arms. So here we're doing some production now that lunch is over.
What's up?
So no, just
What's up, y'all?
so there we go. Flax, all set and ready.
Oh yeah.
So we use this little stand here so that the cone and the rubber and all that doesn't get screwed up. And of course, you have all this foam on it to keep everything safe. Soldered, heat shrinked, good to go. Got some big crimpers here. But yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. We're out at Sounds Good Stereo, Tennessee. We're doing some filming. If you guys haven't checked out their website, definitely check them out. Fords, Toyotas, GMs, lots of Fords. You know, awesome. And for all you guys that want that behind the seat box, they got it. They make it. It's awesome. It's for the new trucks. It's for the old trucks. This is it here. Love it. But they'll ship it right out to you, all set and ready to go with your key 500.1 all programmed in keys and ready for you to install. For the installs side of it, yeah, it's by appointment only, because most of the stuff is just plug and play. You do it yourself. But yes, you can reach out to Don. Don is the one with the hat. Hold on. There's Don. So here he is, looking all bossy like. See, there he is. Hi, Don.
What's up, everyone?
So, give him a call. Only for trucks, very niche. Trust me, I know, but it is. They're so busy. And you're, that's Sue telling me that the CNC just got delivered to the house. We're gonna have so much work to do when we get back. We did finish the table though, so that's good. And we'll just have to figure out to get it from my garage to the shop. And apparently it's heavy. So, you guys have a wonderful day. We got to get back to work. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, where did you go? Did you get the shot? Come from this side.
Not yet.
Shut that door. Close that door and come from this side. Like right here where I was, and that would be that you get a really nice angle. Like that's just close that, and it'll because that seat's not far or forward far enough. Can you get me right here? Good day, everyone. Sounds Good Stereo. It's probably a little easier to do. Good day. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Friday. Sorry there was no news today. We are not in the Bay. We are in Tennessee doing Smash Force stuff. So we're here doing some Smash Force production. That's the production company that produces all the 5-star content and all the stuff you guys like to see. Kip, what is up, man? So we're out here and we're filming this vehicle for them, and Sage just got done with this box. This is for those of you that were with us in Mobile Solutions a month ago, we highlighted the new 1087 6.5s that they put in their enclosures. And so here's what we got today. is this is a new concept box for 6.5 and F-150, of course, Ford Performance. This thing, I'm cannot wait to hear this. Like, this thing is going to be crazy. 1087 designs. Now, the only way you can get this woofer, of course, is in one of their enclosures. They don't sell it over the counter because it's in one of their packages. Their package woofer. They had it made for themselves. So, the reason why they had it made is they make this box right here, which is the 6.5, the dual 6.5 behind the seat F-150 box. They actually have another one of these, which is on the other end of this other end that we can go take a look at in a minute. But this is it here. This goes behind the seat F-150. This is, I believe, the 2024 back, maybe, I don't know. And they have a smaller version of it, which is designed to just go behind the passenger side, which is in the back over in building number 3, which we can walk back there and take a look at. This is kind of like, this area here is kind of like shipping and assembly. So if you order a Sounds Good package, it's going to come through this area here. So this is an assembly area. Yesterday we showed you these are getting ready to go out. So got the Ford brackets. All their stuff gets shipped assembled like this. Here's a Moscone Pro amp rack in production. If we venture out here into building 2, this is where a lot of the hard goods are stored. So like if you order your set of 1087 rings, they start in there, but then they come here for final prep. They'll go, so these are all waiting to be finished. Like we watched yesterday, we're working on amp racks, so these amp racks start here, and then they come over here where they get tapped and drilled, and the 1087 logo goes in it. And like here's a set of block off panels that are going to get attached. This is waiting to be finished. Here's all more panels. They're just waiting to be finished. These are done. This needs to be peeled off. But once they get through this stage, there's 3 stages essentially, is they come over to this machine. This machine is awesome. This is a giant heat lamp here. You have this plastic that goes over it, and it turns it into this. So parts bins, all the parts that you need are always stored inside of this. And then it gets shipped out just like this. So you don't have to worry about it getting heated up or flexed or anything. It's vacuum sealed to this. And this is HDPE playground material. So if those who got kids, you've seen the textured, but this is just a black version of it. So if you're like going to a playground, you want to steal some to make your amp rack, there you go. Knock yourself out. Ruin a kid. Okay, this was funny yesterday. The level of detail on everything here is sick. So if you notice, these corners are rounded over, right? That's not because they buy it this way. These get cut to length. They have this machine that you pull down on this, and this actually curves the corners, because when they originally had them and they were square, they didn't like them. So they ended up buying the tool to round over the corners. It's pretty sick. This jig is so they can add a hole into the side for the harness to go in, and the harnesses come with them. So here's more amp racks. This is an F-150 amp rack. I know that one. These are getting ready to be finished. A lot of storage. Speaker brackets. So here's your speaker brackets. This is definitely a Ford bracket. So here's a 6x9 to 6.5 adapter for the Ford. All your materials are inside that, but they're again nice rounded corners. It's almost silly. It's so cool. That's just how picky these guys are. This is your GMC right here. So this is the 6x9 to 8-inch adapter for the GMC. Pretty cool. But yeah, so this is one of the shipping stations. Dude, this is his. So you got shipping screen here. You got another shipping station here. Weight station. These are all boxes getting ready to go out. More stuff. And then, so this is building 2. If we come back here to building 3, this is going to be noisy. So we're just going to kind of pop in here because this is the CNC. I'm going to show you them making this stuff. So this is the smaller 2 6.5 box. So here's the 2 6s. That's it there. And then prep table. And here we go. So this is making the GM 8-inch. 4 boxes waiting for carpet. So it's kind of loud in there because that machine runs all day long. Heidi showed up late to your live. Is this your shop? This is not our shop. This is Sounds Good Stereo in Tennessee. They have a huge online store where they do custom parts, custom systems for Chevys and Fords, some Dodge. And they sell parts such as block-off panels and stuff like that. And we're out here filming a commercial for them. So that's why we're here. I wish this was my shop because this place is sick. It's amazing how thorough they are with everything. Like they make all their own harnesses for the products they sell. I mean, everything is so well thought out. It's amazing. Honestly, it's always evolving. They're coming out with more and more stuff all the time. And they're slowly moving everything over to their production pieces. So, for example, we buy like Metro harnesses. They don't. They have their own harnesses made. So these are their products that they make. This is an amp harness that they make to allow them to build it into one of their applications. And then this is designed to plug into probably a key or something like that. But everything has its place. Right now they're using the same thing we use, but these are slowly but surely getting phased out, and these will all be replaced with 1087 harnesses. These are cool. I think I'm gonna get a set of these for our shop because I really like these. The layout of these are really neat. It's pretty cool. What's up, Austin? Austin came by last night and hung out with us. They're definitely always looking for employees. There's no doubt about it. If you live in Tennessee or would like to move to a beautiful Mount, whatever this is. Why did I just drew a blank? But anyways, beautiful Tennessee. It's a gorgeous town. Like it's got everything. It's so cool. Mount Julian. That's it. I knew I'd figure it out. Still taking pictures.
Yeah?
Yeah. You getting good ones?
Trying to.
Well, that's good. Mount Juliet. Thank you, Austin. Yeah. So we got all our tools here. All the camera gear that's not in somebody's hand right now. Just trying to finish everything up. We leave tomorrow morning really early. So we'll be back in the Bay tomorrow, Saturday night. We'll be doing the live Saturday night, no problem. This was just a quick in and out, do some filming, get everybody back. And yeah, it's pretty fun. So for those of you guys that are subwoofer guys, I gotta get a kick out of this. So these are all the new 1087s. There's 2 pallets of 1087 woofers here. I know, it's pretty crazy. Here's a bunch of them. Already out, ready to go. Like, Pretty solid looking 6.5. These things sound really good. These are what was in the Colorado that we did out at Mobile Solutions. It's a neat little design. So this is the first batch of them. But yeah, like I said, I can't wait to hear this. For those that are just getting in late, let me go back here and show this to you, because this is what we're here to film. And the box he made for this is sick. Did it die?
No.
Oh, it's just too much? Oh, okay. Of course, Fernando just shut it.
You want to see them?
No, it's fine. Yeah, there we go. Cool. 6 6s. All right, you shut it off. You're good. Hi from Brazil. What is happening? So the weather here is fantastic, as expected. It is actually really nice, and I have my watch, and it's 83 right now. Everyone's complaining about how hot it is. I'm like, it's got zero humidity. Like, there's no humidity at all. Oh my God, it's like so good. It was 56 this morning when we got out of the hotel. Of course, I had on my jacket, but I was like, man, this feels like their 56 is not like Florida 56. We'd be freezing. 56 here, it's actually really nice. Hi, Dawn. Hello. Just going up the stairs. But yeah, it's crazy. All right, well, I will let you guys get back to your day. We hope you're having a fun one. Hope everyone's having a great Friday. That's all we got for right now. We are live, Sounds Good Stereo, Tennessee, for the rest of the day, and we're back home. You guys have a wonderful evening, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.